My dreams is to be immortal, you know? Hello.
世界で一番何が好き？
I just speak Japanese, only English, I'm sorry. He speaks Japanese.
世界で一番何が好き？あなたの一番好きなものは何ですか？一番何が好き？
Siamo sul kit, c'è anche Edo che non vuole far vedere i capelli, ma quella che vedete è la stazione di Tokyo. E è qui con me Gena, un ragazzo russo che abbiamo scoperto per strada e cercava informazioni e abbiamo fatto amicizia. Adesso siamo in 3 a girare per la zona e ci facciamo raccontare un po' cosa ne pensa del Giappone, perché è da 2 giorni che è qua.
Ciao ragazzo, my name is Dmitrij. I'm a Russian guy, I'm 25 years old and I'm in Tokyo. Well, Tokyo is an amazing big city, it's the biggest city in the world. I compare it generally in Moscow, where I live, and Paris, where I lived and studied. What can I tell you about Tokyo? It's really beautiful, it's really green, but generally there is not so many trees and all this stuff, but the urbanistic style of the city is amazing, it's really professional, so you always can feel yourself close to nature. There is interesting people, they don't speak English at all, sometimes you met people from around the world and it's really interesting.
You can say something about you, what you do in your life.
Well, I'm a creative director of Glitch Gaming. It's a studio, we make video games, and the second our project is about art. We make art events, and maybe it's the biggest art events in the ex-USSR in one night, because we have so many artists, like 300, 400 different artists, sculptors, there is show program, there is cosplayers, and the last one was called Glitch Augmentation. I arrived to Tokyo firstly to relaxing, like a tourist, to find some inspiration for me, for my friends, and I'm gonna meet 2 bloggers from Russia. We're gonna talk about our project, art project, that's all generally. I'm just tired guy. It's my second day of my second trip in Tokyo and I'm just walking all alone. I'm gonna go to Ginza to find some food and I miss you guys. You are interested, your English is really good. Better
Thank
than
you.
mine, I suppose.
We are good.
Yeah, good guys.
Better than Japanese people, of course.
Well, yeah, it's true. Japanese don't really speak English.
I am a musician. I didn't tell you, but my dream would be to write music for video games. So
well, we can connect. You can sell games.
Let's connect.
Yeah.
What do you think about costs of life here in these 2 days?
I can compare. Well, firstly, the immobilier.
You mean house things?
Yeah, the house things.
Yeah.
Too expensive. The flats in Tokyo, even house where I live right now in Tokyo, is really small, but it's too cozy. It's really cozy. It's like everything works well and it's kawaii, how they tell. Food is cheap. It's really cheap. There is culture food in all Asian countries.
Do you like
South Korea. Well, I like Japanese food, of course, and especially because it's cheap. It's cheaper than Moscow.
Just because it's cheap?
No, not because it's cheap. Because
What's your favorite?
I just like it. What's my favorite
Japanese
like
food?
I like meat because there is a stereotype that Japanese people prefer seafood, but it's not true. Japanese people prefer meat. They love meat, and I adore Japanese meat. The level of quality of these things is good. Well, generally, I like pretty much everything about food here. There is sometimes strange food, but I like it. I like to try new things. I like fashion, especially in Japan. Some people think it's weird because in my project, in our events, there is always fashion shows, so I can compare it. I like how people express themselves. It's different from all around the world. I like coloring. It's strange, but it's nice. I don't know how to tell it, but my English vocabulary is too bad to explain it better. But
it's okay.
I just like it. If you're gonna talk about dreams, my dreams is to be immortal. You know. That's why I'm here. Because
good.
you know they live to like maybe. Hello. I suppose.
Hello.
Hello. Can you what they say in Japanese? I don't speak.
あ、みんなが、あ、そういうことか。
Yes.
世界で一番何が好き？
I just speak Japanese, only English. I'm sorry. He
世
speaks
界で
Japanese.
一番何が好き？
like most in Japan.
世界で一番何が好き？
世界で
一番何が好き？
日本の出て的な
あなたの一番好きなものは何ですか？私の一番
日本語を理解していないというか、日本
ちょっと待ってよ。
ちょっとそうそう少々お待ちを。 世界で一番何が好き？
でもわかります。
何が好き？
少々お待ちを。
世界で難しいと思います。
何が好き？ね、何が好き？
何が
好きなもの。
What do you like?
I like what I like Japanese.
In general.
I like your fashion style, Japanese. I like your food. I like your culture. I like that you. I like how you live. Because you live like almost, you know, I told my dream is to be immortal. You live 100 years here, people in Japan.
100 years?
Yeah, generally. Life expectancy.
Generally.
一般的に。
So, I like your...
Ah, すごい。
Facciamo una traduzione.
Well, plus I like your tolerance and your service because I was been all around the world and I suppose that people in Japan are the most kind and fine.
仕事？ジョブ？リブ？住所？っていうか、どこ？
It's getting hard. It's getting hard.
国がいっぱい。
私はイタリア人です。
とイタリアと。
イタリア、ロシア。
Russia.
とジャパニーズ。新潟県。
日本だ。
新潟
新潟県コシヒカリスノーピーク。
Let's go, let's go. It's interesting.
この人も新潟県。なんか仕事で知り合って、どこですか？私今no Wi-Fi.
Why is she so excited? Why is she so excited?
I don't know.
It's strange. It's really unusual.
I don't know what's happening. Io non ce la faccio.
Canadaはfree.
今 now ご飯一緒に食べよう。
I can.
何食べたい？
Well, I
I
can.
have to go.
I can.
ね、食べ
I can, but I don't speak Japanese.
納豆。
ここに住んでるっていうことか。
Not it's it's a horrible things to eat. It's like beans, fermented beans. With someone like it, it's very healthy, but I really don't like it.
シェアハウスあれやりたい。私ホテルの勤務。仕事がホテル泊まり勤務だから家帰らなくてで68,000円なの家賃が。レント。
Ah, but they have an hotel.
からで
Eurocoten.
You're talking about the hotel. È appena successa una situazione che non capiamo, è arrivata una ragazza, probabilmente era solo un po', ha qualche problema, si può pazza, va bene, e non si scollegava, e era insieme a un ragazzo giapponese e abbiamo scoperto che anche il ragazzo giapponese era nella nostra stessa situazione, quindi cercava aiuto. Adesso se l'è portata via e non lo so. Noi continuiamo il video con il nostro amico e vediamo di finirlo finalmente. How many time will we staying here?
It's for 2 weeks. For this trip, it's for 2 weeks. Next trip will be in New Year, I suppose.
Here again or where?
Yeah, in Tokyo. But maybe I'm gonna visit other cities, Osaka, you know.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Maybe.
That's good.
Tomorrow we're gonna go to Disneyland.
You could like Osaka because Osaka is
Historical.
not because it's historical, because the people is like in South Italy. It's more
You mean all my
friendly.
friends in
It's
Yakuza?
no, I'm not talking about that.
Joke.
No problem, no problem. We know about these things. All the world make jokes about this. We are used to it, so no problem.
Yeah, you can joke about my Russian accent and my beer and my tank and my Kalashnikov inside my portfolio.
That's true.
Now, like a realist European Slav. What do you want to listen, my friends? I'm in Tokyo, I'm gonna squat here.
You're
You
Russian.
know how to squat in Tokyo? I can teach you how to squat in Tokyo.
Teach us.
You take and squat. You know, hop and you squat. Then you're gonna look your Kalashnikov and take this camera. This how we work. This how it work in Russia. No?
Okay, that's good. That's good impression.
Okay. But for now, only for your subscribers, I'm gonna be kind.
Thank you
and
very
tolerant.
much.
Okay?
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Let's.
No, I'm not saying that you could like Osaka because people is friendly. Here in Tokyo there are strict rules, you know, people, it's quiet, it's shy. In Osaka
It's not only in Tokyo.
it's
It's everywhere like this, no?
yeah, but in Osaka, in the southwest of Japan, they're a bit open-minded.
I know this habit. I like this habit of Japanese people. It's It's kawaii. The service, I repeated myself, but the service in Japan, in Tokyo, it's the best in the world. Here, the pure Japanese is really kind. It's not only about shopping. You can ask anyone in the streets and they help you. Even my friends has the stories about this help. One girl lost herself in a big city and she asked other woman, Japanese woman, to help. Yeah. And this Japanese woman spent 2 hours with this girl to help to find a place.
Yeah, also if they don't know how to help you, they ask to someone else.
Yeah, can you imagine?
They make a chain of people to help you, yeah, right.
Can you imagine, guys, to spend 2 hours of your time in your work day to help some tourist?
Yeah, so you want to say something to the Italian guys? Hello? What do you know about Italy? Just to say hi. Be free to...
Ciao ragazzo, I was been in Italy. I love Italy, it's a beautiful country. I'm trying not to visit Italy again because after Italy the rest of Europe is too boring because you know you have 19% of historical heritage of Europe. I like your food, it's really popular in the world. Sorry. What to say about people? When I was studying in France, I didn't like Italian tourists because they were too noisy and too offensive, not really kind and fine. But people who live in Italy when I was tourist was just amazing. And well, I recommend to visit Italy to anybody, and also I can recommend you guys to came here in Tokyo. It's cool here because I'm Russian. Welcome to Russia, to Moscow, to St. Petersburg. There is nice too.
Tell us a place in Russia to see.
Where to visit?
Yeah, give us suggestions.
Well, Russia is huge. You can visit Kamchatka, Vladivostok, Kaliningrad and Moscow, St. P, but generally touristic cities is St. Petersburg and Moscow. I live in Moscow, so I can suggest you to visit a new park. It's called Zaryadia. It's just opened 2 weeks ago. Just type it, Google it, and you see it. It's amazing. I like the second park. It's called Park Kultury. It's mean Park of Culture. It's really huge. It's amazing, especially in summer. In winter, it's cool too. It's cold, but you can skate, play snowballs, I don't know, everything. Well, okay. I like museums in Moscow. For sure you must visit Tretyakovka Gallery, Russian museum, it's called Rусский Museum, Moscow Museum of Modern Art. St. Petersburg, it's amazing too. Of course, Hermitage, it's the second biggest museum in the world after Louvre. You can try new, it's like a Cartier territory, it's called New Holland, Nova Zealand. It's interesting place too. I like Museum of Modern Art. It's called Erarta. It's innovative. There is really modern and new interesting stuff. But I'm not a guide. It depends on what you're looking for. Restaurants in St. P even better, I suppose, than in Moscow. And even cheaper than in Moscow. Food in St. Petersburg is really good. Well, that's my personal recommendations. It's hard to say when you live in Russia because I can't forget place. This place may be usual for me, but for tourists it will be interesting. So I recommend you just lost yourself in the center of the city and try to walk in, make your promenade, and just
discover the town.
Just discover the town, like I do everywhere. like I find you in Tokyo. I just lost myself in close to this Imperial Park, and I find you.
As I told you, we don't know so many things about Russia. So one of the few things I saw recently is on Facebook. It's like the photos of the Moscow metro stations.
Yep.
Each one is different from the other. There's plenty of art inside.
Well, the Moscow metro station, it's like palaces. It was huge, expensive projects. After World War II, they tried to build it. It's like Soviet palaces, but it's interesting, amazing. We have new stations in Moscow Metropolitan too. The new stations, it's not like palaces, it's just modern stations. Moscow metro system not so big as Tokyo because this is the biggest world system, I suppose. But
probably.
But I prefer Moscow system than Tokyo because it's more beautiful. I mean, interior and the Soviet palace design.
Are Russian trains on time?
Every 1 minute you have a train.
That's good. No, because in Italy they're always late. Not the metro, not the metro, but the real trains. They're always late. So every time we make joke about this, but yeah, in Japan it works.
Well, it's hard to say, but I know that sometimes the train's late. My last experience it was a high-speed train. It's called Sapsan between St. Petersburg and Moscow. It was exactly in time, like minute to minute. But I know that in the little cities around the Moscow, sometimes they're late, of course, the little trains.
Okay.
We
are human.
We're human. Well, actually, in Moscow it's better to use metro because, for example, if you prefer car, it will be, oh my gosh,
There's a lot of traffic.
a lot of traffic.
Yeah, okay.
The bigger only in LA, Los Angeles. The third city is New York. The second city is Moscow. It's so many traffic. Even Tokyo. Tokyo is amazing about traffic because there is so many cars, but not so many traffic problems. You can use car almost free.
If you think how many people lives here, the cars are not so many.
Not so many. Generally, I use here as transport taxi, and it's cool. It's not. It's fast.
They have particular rules about that thing. You have to have a work and a garage.
And the garage,
if you don't have them, you can buy a car.
If you want to buy a car, and the price of this garage will be the same as the car.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Actually, I like it. And the public transportation system in Tokyo is amazing.
It's a bit expensive, but it works. So.
Well, it's expensive, but it's not actually too expensive.
It's not extreme.
Don't forget that you can buy one ticket for 1 year for every transportation. So here I suppose it's the same system for students.
For students, we have from 1 month to 6 months. We can have discounts on metro.
Well, already.
Okay, you can eat. So non sta mangiando dalle 9 di stamattina. We get you free.
Yes. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. I wish you good luck and love you all, guys. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.